Oh, look at that title. SGC here, and today's first impression is Masters of Sex. It's an American TV drama series playing on Showtime, developed by Michelle Ashford, and based on Thomas Maier's biography Masters of Sex, the life and times of William Masters and Virginia Johnson, the couple who taught America how to love. So this actually was aired back in September of last year, and I picked it up during the whole pilot season of everything that was coming new, and then I sort of skimmed through this and I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this. And then checking recently, I found out that it was renewed quite quickly in 1 month in October of last year for a second season to air in 2014. So I was like intrigued as to, wow, this actually got aired and renewed for a new season. So this is a period drama and it's a black comedy thing. Sorry about the voice because I've been sick and it's just killing me, but I need to film. Like, it's my need to film, so here we go. So the biggest players for me here is Michael Sheen as William H. Masters, Lizzy Caplan as Virginia E. Johnson, the two main characters here, who Masters is a real-life person who pioneered the research of human sexuality at Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri. I don't even notice, but sometimes I address the random or just the excessive nudity in movie reviews that I've done. And I would just say this is the first TV series that I say that nudity is a must because it's written in the narrative that it deals with this sort of, you know, subject matter. And plus it's on Showtime. I mean, Showtime has tons of like nudity related shows. You have Weeds, Borges, Tudors, Dexter, currently Homeland, and it's, well, nudity, it's not new because it's on a lot of other shows. So first off, nudity here, what I'm saying is don't be turned off by the nudity here maybe. But seriously, after watching the first episode, I was really surprised how well it was written, how well the acting was. And it's really a social commentary for me in terms of just how we view sex now compared to the timeline and period piece of Masters of Sex, which is back in 1956. Like, we have shows like How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory, about, you know, people just, you know, having sex with people because, you know, just we can. And we have a show, Masters of Sex, who is talking about people are punched and slapped because we're friends, but I want to have sex with you. That was just what sounds weird because, you know, anyway. But it's an interesting commentary how we accept shows like How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory as the norm, but with Masters of Sex, where it's actually talking about sex, for me it was kind of awkward to watch in the beginning, but to realize this commentary and the narrative, how it's so science-driven. I really enjoyed Michael Sheen's acting throughout this episode, as he's just a crazy scientist who's really pioneering something that's unimaginable, because as you get the dialogue from the other characters, you really realize that during this time, 1950s, people don't talk about sex. They just did it in their homes and that was it. And then now you think of 2014 as to, like, you know, sex is normal, like you're supposed to do whatever. And just to that foil of just this difference, it's just pretty interesting to watch. And also an interesting fact was Beale Bridges, who's playing the dad in The Millers, is also in this. So it's interesting to see him being in this show too. So that was like, whoa, didn't expect that. So yeah, in the end, I think this first impression really is, like, if you have heard about this show and you've been turned off about, oh, it's about sex, it's all about, you know, nudity for guys to see people having sex or just to see boobs or whatever. But I would say this show, Masters of Sex, would be interesting and curious as a period piece itself, as it really reveals that time where sex was really taboo. Like, nowadays, it's not. You know, addressing How I Met Your Mother and Big Bang Theory, sort of, there's tons of other stuff that's like that. But I'm just saying that it's a time, it's actually a period piece that I feel that whoa, it is only 50 years ago, but yet things are so different. And I would say the narrative, the dialogue written for this show is really smart, I would say. And reading on the wiki page, it's interesting how Michelle Ashford coincidentally, she says that most of the writers on the show are female. So really, you can judge me for watching this, I don't care, but I'm saying Masters of Sex, as a narrative, as a dialogue, and as a social commentary about sexuality itself, is an interesting premise. And for it to be renewed for a second season means that there is support, and there is supporting in terms of seeing that this stuff is good. Like, I would say there's tons of TV shows out there that talk about sex for the sake of having sex, or showing nudity because they can. Just look at the other shows from HBO, or other shows at Showtime. Like, seriously, Dexter did not need any nudity, but it had nudity, because it's on Showtime. But seriously, Masters of Sex was an intriguing watch, I would say. This is the first time where as I'm watching, I'm just like, wow. The character of William Marshall's is really portrayed through Michael Sheen's acting, and it's just amazing to see this guy who is so bent on just being a pioneer that he's just putting his job on the line. And it's just that I don't see that much in other shows, to see how passionate he is, yet he talks about sex like it is a science subject matter. He has no, normal perverted thoughts or just man thoughts about sex. It's just like, I need to write this down for a statistic because we don't know anything about this and that, but I'm going to be the first guy that figures it out. And he's like, I want a Nobel Prize. And that's like crazy. So I would recommend Masters of Sex just to see how different things are. So yeah, that's pretty much it. My voice is shot, but Masters of Sex, guys, check it out. It's due for a second season for this year. I have no idea when it's gonna come back, but yeah, it's gonna be announced. And seriously, it's received critical acclaim. I mean, on wiki pages, like, based on 49 reviews collected by Rotten Tomatoes, first season received 90% approval rates, with an average rating of 8.5 out of 10. The consensus is that seductive and nuanced Master of Sex features smart performances, deft direction, and impeccable period decor. And yeah, I really enjoy period pieces, and this one really shows how different 50s were to now the 2000s or whatever. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this first impression of Masters of Sex. I seriously was thinking about, do I want to watch this? Do I want to do this first impression? But I feel that this narrative and the way that it was written was so smart that people should watch it. Because, I mean, from what I've been reading, the characters get better and more complex. The story builds, strange things starts to happen, and it's just like, wow, how does this plot unfold? Like, I don't feel that for a lot of TV shows, and for me to watch one episode and feel like, wow, I am, like, impressed. Even though the subject matter is something that I have no idea about, because it's 50s, nor do I need more information about, but I was just like, Michael Sheen's acting as Masters was just bravo, and I'm telling you now with my crap-ass voice because I'm sick. But watch if you can. First impressions of Masters of Sex. I'm done here. See ya.